Chapter 6. RAGHAV, April 8th, 1:16 p.m. last year. By April, lunch at the IT cabin stops feeling like a visit. It starts feeling like routine. I don't remember exactly when that shift happened. There's no official discussion, no agreement, no from today you come daily type of conversation. It just becomes normal. Usually it's 1 p.m. sharp. Today, slightly late. Lunchbox in hand, I take the lift down to their floor. The corridor is quieter than usual, probably because of the rain outside. I can hear the faint sound of water hitting the glass panels as I walk towards Akanksha's cabin. Knock. Knock. Before the third knock, the door opens. "You're late," she says, stepping aside. I check my watch instinctively. 1:16. "Exactly," Mira says from inside. "Scandalous delay." Nisha looks up briefly from her laptop and nods once. "Work stretched?" "Yeah," I reply, entering and placing my lunchbox on the table. The cabin smells like curd rice and pickle today, slightly domestic in a corporate space. Akanksha is already seated, her lunchbox open. Her hair is slightly damp near the ends, probably from the humidity, and her phone is placed screen down beside her lunchbox like always. I open my lunchbox. Steam escapes faintly. Lemon rice today. Across from me she has chapatis with vegetable curry. Nisha passes me the box of sides without asking, as she always does. I take a little automatically, "Thank you." Mira leans forward dramatically. "You know, if anyone higher up sees this daily lunch exchange, they will think we formed a secret team." I glance at her. "It's just lunch." "Exactly," she says. "Daily, same time, same place, same people." Akanksha kicks her lightly under the table. "Eat," she says. Silence settles for a few minutes, broken only by small comments about work, deadlines, and random office updates. After a few minutes, she leans back in her chair and says casually, "So?" I look up. "So?" I repeat. "Any progress?" she asks. I frown slightly. "On what?" She raises one eyebrow. "That challenge you accepted," she says. Mira immediately perks up. "Oh, yes, commitment mission." I sigh internally. "It has been only 2 months," I say. "This is not a quarterly target." Nisha laughs softly. Akanksha rests her chin lightly on her hand. "Still." "Observation phase." "Observation phase of what?" I ask. "Your emotional risk-taking," she replies calmly. I shake my head slightly. "You're still serious about that?" She shrugs. "I never said I was joking." The rain outside grows heavier, and the sound reaches us in soft waves through the glass window. I notice she is eating slower today. Not distracted, just thoughtful. Her phone vibrates once on the table. She glances at it briefly, then locks it again without opening. "You're not checking?" Mira asks. "Later," she says. Mira raises an eyebrow. "Singer notification?" I look up slightly. "Singer, right. Her indie singer Deepak. She has mentioned him enough times over the past months for it to become a casual part of conversation. New songs, lyrics, concert clips, random reels, not obsessively, but consistently. New release today," Nisha adds casually. Akanksha shrugs. "I'll listen later." That is unusual. Normally she plays at least one song during lunch and makes Mira and Nisha listen to it whether they want to or not. "You're losing interest," Mira teases. "I'm busy," she replies. I continue eating quietly, but my mind registers the change. Less excitement, less phone checking, more silence. After a minute, she suddenly looks at me. "You finished the book I suggested?" she asks. "Yes," I reply. Half is not finished," she says. I said I'll read slowly, I remind her. She nods as if that aligns with her expectations. "You always do things slowly," she murmurs. I pause mid-bite. "That is not accurate." "It is," she says calmly. "Work you never miss. Gym, you never skip. But when it comes to decisions, you slow down." Mira laughs. "Character analysis again." I look at Akanksha. "You analyze everyone or only me?" She doesn't answer immediately. Instead, she opens her shopping app and scrolls for a second before turning the screen towards me. A shirt marked out of stock, neutral color, minimal design. I recognize it vaguely. "You showed this before," I say. "Yes," she replies. "I'm buying it this week if it comes back in stock." "For the singer?" Mira jumps in instantly. Akanksha nods casually. "Gift." I study the shirt again. "It suits a simple style," I say honestly, "not flashy." She watches my face very carefully while I speak, then locks the phone. "Good," she says softly. The way she says it is not about the shirt. It feels like confirmation of something else. But I don't question it. Because technically, it is just a gift discussion. Right? The rain gets louder outside. The office lights flicker slightly and stabilize again. Mira suddenly leans back. Serious question again. Nisha sighs. Here we go. I almost choke on my water. It has been, what, almost 2 months? Akanksha continues dramatically. I wipe my hands calmly. I am aware of the calendar. Akanksha doesn't interrupt. She just watches, always during these moments. So, Mira insists. Any plan for getting committed before next Valentine's? I lean back slightly in my chair. The question should feel intrusive, but after months of casual teasing, it doesn't. Commitment is not a project deadline, I say. Nisha nods approvingly. Mira groans. Philosophy mode. Akanksha finally speaks. Have you even tried? I look at her. Define tried, I ask. She tilts her head. Talking, knowing someone, taking initiative. I talk, I say. You respond, she corrects. The difference is small but precise. Silence stretches for a few seconds. Outside, thunder rolls faintly in the distance. I don't rush emotional decisions, I say finally. She nods slowly. I know, she replies, not teasing, not sarcastic, just certain. That certainty makes the conversation feel heavier than it should. Mira breaks the tension instantly. Anyway, Akanksha will propose before him. I look up. She rolls her eyes. Mira? What? Mira says innocently. You're already planning gifts and all. For the indie singer Deepak, Akanksha replies flatly. Nisha smirks slightly but doesn't comment. Ram Bhupathy K. I take another sip of water. Singer. Gift. Proposal jokes. It all fits logically. She likes an artist. She buys gifts. She talks about him casually. There is no emotional overlap with me, which is normal, which is safe. After lunch, we sit for a few extra minutes like usual. Rain has not stopped. Going back immediately feels unnecessary. Mira starts showing some real drafts. Nisha comments on editing. Akanksha is looking at something on her phone silently. When I finally stand up to leave, she doesn't say, come tomorrow. She never says it directly. But as I reach the door, she casually adds, same time. I pause, just for a second, then nod, same time. As I walk back through the corridor, the rain sound follows me like background noise. My mind replays small fragments of the lunch conversation, the shirt, the singer, the challenge, her quiet observations. Routine established. Comfort level increased. No complications, no misunderstandings. From my perspective, everything is simple. She is a friend, a colleague, someone who likes indie music, observes people deeply, and casually reminds me about a random challenge I accepted near a Valentine's poster. Nothing more. And yet, without realizing it, my day structure has started revolving around one fixed 1 p.m. time window. Lunch. Her cabin. Her voice. Her presence. Predictable. Consistent. Safe. Or at least that is what I keep telling myself.